Now in this video, we're going to go ahead and go over on how FaZe Rug's cousins are still going back and forth on social media. And as far as Nour, Mandi, Jessica, and all of them, in which it kind of just shows based on a recent video that they just did. Now, as you guys know, around this time, FaZe Rug always does a Christmas video as all the cousins, family members all partake in this. You can see from these photos throughout the years, whether it's his parents, his brother, his cousins, or even his girlfriend, partake in this video. But it seems like someone is missing in this video, and in this case, that is Nour. Brawadis ended up making a story post on this, in which it goes on by saying, when FaZe Rug's Christmas shopping vid is today, and you haven't got any gifts for anyone. And as you can see, this was done a couple days ago, and we're gonna go ahead and go over on how things aren't really, I guess, repaired as far as some of their cousins who aren't there. And as you can see in this story, Brawadis ended up posting this a few days ago, so I'm just posting this as of now. But you can see multiple different people, whether it's his parents or whether it's Sherman and his girlfriend, or whether it's Jessica and her husband, and other people in the photo, in which they are on the couch or either sitting down, as well as Clint, as you can see from this photo. And you could also see Mandi, but one person who wasn't there is Nour, in which you could see throughout the story she is not to be found. And you could also see Amanda and her son, as well as her husband, and the only person who is not there is Nour. So yeah, a lot of people were making comments on this and kind of just curious on what really happened there. But it seems like a reason on why she isn't there is because she wanted to, let's say, go back home. As you guys know, some people who weren't in this photo was Jay, Rockin, and then also Nour. So maybe it was just a situation where obviously she wasn't on good terms with her cousins, and she decided to go back home to visit family, in which in this case it's in Houston. She posted this story on Instagram, in which it goes on by saying, when airport security takes your Tatcha skincare and you come back to this. And as you can see, she's obviously been in some sort of airport, and she wouldn't be returning to San Diego. She would probably be going somewhere else, as she hasn't really posted anything about this other than this story. But it's kind of obvious that she's probably back in Houston to visit some family, in which that kind of just shows on why she's not in this video. As a lot of you guys kind of sent this to me, in which here's kind of this explaining that. Now here's some comments on this video, in which I'm going to go ahead and show you right here. But one of the comments maybe goes on by saying maybe Nour went home to Texas, and a comment under it replies by saying she did. She's in Houston right now. And then another comment goes on by saying it's probably because Nour and Mandi got beef. And then you could kind of just see on how people kind of just assumed. But yeah, let me go ahead and show you this TikTok video kind of explaining more of it, just so in that way you could understand.
Oh my god, guys, there's so much tea that we need to discuss. So if you know Nour, she's Brandon and FaZe Rug's cousin. And what Brandon and FaZe Rug are known for, they usually get their friends and cousins to make videos for. And today's tea is between Nour and Mandi. Which, fun fact, they're like literally both are sitting next to each other in this photo from Brandon and Brian's, I think that was last Christmas, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways,
so yeah, he ended up making his video, in which he posted, as you can see, the whole family, in the background. As far as Caitlyn, also being there. And then you could also see on how Nour wasn't there. And, they didn't really acknowledge her or kind of like say why she wasn't there. Even when other people who weren't there were acknowledged, such as Junior, as you can see from this screenshot photo, as far as him being on FaceTime and kind of, I guess, him knowing what he got for a gift, as he was shown in the video, but they obviously didn't explain why she wasn't there. So yeah, there's a ton of comments on this, in which you can see a ton of them right here. And also this creator by the name of Spill the Tea with Mira also covered this, as she made a video kind of talking about the situation and what happened throughout the video. Anyways, it seems like Nour is now shading her own family. This comment goes on by saying, leaving your family out of Christmas is really something low. Hope you're doing well, Nour. And she goes on by responding to this on TikTok by saying, I was with my second family and my friends, and I never been happier. Don't worry about me. And you can see on how she's talking directly, you know, to her other side of the family and how she's never been happy. And this could be on how she's happier with that side versus the Brawadis side, as far as Brandon and, you know, Brian, and also the other, you know, cousins in which she has. So it seems like, you know, something's going on there as far as her and Mandi, and also her other cousins like Jessica and Amanda, who were seen in the video. So yeah, here's her response to this as far as that video goes, as she was the only one who wasn't included in this video, and people who were included were given some sort of a shout out or gift as well, such as Junior, as he was on FaceTime and saw his gift live. So yeah, comment down below, what do you think about this? And I'll go ahead and show you the video kind of explaining more about it, as this TikTok creator by the name of Spill the Tea with Mira explained more on it.
I'm pretty sure now everybody knows that there's beef between Nour and Mandi, and that's why Nour and her brother weren't at the Christmas video, but Mandi and her sisters were all there. But what I found very awkward and unexpected was that Brian FaZe went on and acknowledged the fact that Jay and Noah weren't there and explained why. Same with Brandon in his video where he got the gift cards. He mentioned everybody's name except Nour's. And when he was giving out the gift cards, he was like, oh, I'm missing one person, which is Jay, and he's not here. Although last year he did get one for Nour and said, oh, Nour couldn't make it, so I have one extra gift card. But this year he also didn't acknowledge Nour, which is weird because they were literally filming videos like a couple of weeks ago together. But what I think Brandon and Brian didn't expect is that Nour actually responded to why she wasn't at the Christmas video. And let me tell you, her response is so good and shady at the same time to the entire family. In Nour's recent TikTok, because everybody wants to know why she didn't make it to the Christmas video, someone commented, they were like, leaving your family out of Christmas is something really low. I hope you're doing well, Nour. And then she responded, she was like, I was with my second family and my friends. I've never been happier. Don't worry about me. I love you. Her response is so mature and shady at the same time. I think her response wants to tell us, like, I don't care about this family. They're not really my family. I'm with my real family. And I think that's what she's trying to say.
Now, the previous video I made had to do with Brawadis and Jasmine getting back together, and not a lot of you guys kind of believe this, in which I made this video after you guys sent this to me, but it had to do with them going on a cabin trip together in Big Bear. And as you can see, they were matching, you know, the same exact PJs, and these PJs that they wore on the same exact day, they actually, you know, wore them on a Christmas video in which they did about a year ago from now. And, you know, the fan who took this photo with Brawadis stated that she was in Big Bear. And as you guys know, Jasmine decided to make TikTok videos, post stuff on Instagram that she was also in Big Bear as well. And then she also decided to make that, you know, video that showed some people in the background that she was staying in a cabin. And then aside from that, Brawadis posted something that he was watching a NFL football game from a cabin, as you can just see from the background itself, as far as where the TV was displayed. So yeah, a lot of you didn't really believe in that, but obviously for the most part, you know, it was pretty self-explanatory as far as that goes. So yeah, I'll go ahead and show you those videos if you didn't see it in the last video as far as that goes. Anyways, that's going to be it for the video. Comment down below, what do you think about all of this, in which you kind of just seen, whether it was Nour and Mandi kind of like still going at it, or if you didn't see my last video, I guess, what do you think about the whole Brawadis and Jasmine situation? But yeah, that's going to be it for the video. I'll probably show you some video after this. But if you haven't, subscribe and turn on post notifications so you're always updated on what I post next.